Personally, I believe a parent is a parent, whether you are a single dad or a single mother. The same challenges that single moms go through, single dads do. And nowadays, I think some dads are better moms than the real moms. Yeah, I think nowadays the internet and everything is so easy to do. Yeah, because if it's changing the diapers, the dad can change, and he's been, I mean, I don't think it's difficult when you're raising your own child. Nothing is hard. It's your child. Yeah, maybe the only challenge that will come is maybe breastfeeding. And nowadays you have the those milk, the nuns, and I'm sure you have someone who is helping you. I don't think it's difficult. So let's try and encourage these men. You know what a woman can do, a man can also do better. Yeah. Yes, and that's what I'll say. There's no challenges of being a single mom. Whatever troubles I go through as a woman, the man can also go through them. It's your child you're raising. No one, it doesn't come with a manual. Even us as mothers, no one taught us how to raise our kids. Yeah. So even the man, I think it's all how you embrace it.
Yeah, it's hard for a single dad to raise a kid, but ina depend pia na ni mtoi mgani, is it male or female. Yeah, unaweza pata ni easy kwa boy ku raise boy, ni easy for a single dad ku raise boy than to raise a female, a girl. Yeah, so cause kuna zile vitu za challenging saka unapata kama mtoi dem, kuna vitu madhake anafaa kuwa anajua, alafu itakuwa tu rahisi kwa boy juu najua boy saa analewa na budake, saa wanakaa tu vile anakaanga, kiamua ni wasla wanakaa hivyo.
Naitwa Jimmy ama Jimmy Genius, mimi ni msanii wa kuchora. Kuhusu parenting, ningesema single dads wako na kazi ngumu sana kuraise, according to my opinion, kuraise mtoi kuliko single mother. Juu unapata single dad hajazoea kukaa na mtoi, wengi mostly hawajazoea kukaa na mtoi hapa kwa hapa, wamezoea tu kuprovide jioni anakam na sapa, anawa provide ya school fees stuff, but mzazi ndio most companion ile iko karibu, ule mama. So unapata mtoi anakuanga anavutiwa na mama kuliko baba in most cases. Unapata mama ndio anaweza kuleta familia pamoja, anashughulikia mtoi kama mtoi anahitaji clothing, diaper, hizo stuff. Wasai sana ni kuprovide. Mtoi anahitaji nguo, okay sawa, ndio hizi do. Mama ana provide, yes, but sana yeye ana hold up your familia. So mzazi for a father sana ni kuprovide. For a mother sana ni ku grow your mtoi.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. This is Katie and Life and Style, and you are watching Relationships Wednesday. Now, today's show is a single dads edition. If you are just joining us, by the way, miss, but it's okay. We're continuing and it's fine. Now, I want to introduce a new guest that we have, Hilary Lisimba, who's just joined us, who's also a single dad. Did I say the name correctly?
No.
Say it again properly. How did I say it?
Hilary Lisimba.
Hilary Lisimba.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's not exactly single dad per se.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a single dad. He's just raising his child with his wife away at the moment.
Correct.
He'll give us more details about all of that. And of course, we are still here with the Mandems, Abel, who was here with us earlier on, with Robert. I want to say a huge thank you to Robert, who was here with us earlier as a single dad, and I want to wish him all the best on his journey as he continues with his parenting. He's also a pastor, so guys, look out for him, because he was formerly residing in Mombasa and now he's in Nairobi, so we should give him a nice, warm Nairobi welcome.
Hallelujah.
Yes, I am still here with my lovely co-host, Nixie, and as you heard her. Now, you were like, you're not a single dad per se. You are raising your child and your wife is away. Could you explain to us the circumstances of how that's gone about and how long she's been away for?
She went away in 2015 when the boy was like 6 months old.
Okay. 6 months, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was actually breastfeeding and I didn't know I couldn't breastfeed. You know that.
Let her make kidogo. We need to get all the details.
So put it closer.
Onieke hapa.
Yeah.
Nice. Siwendi unawaka kwa media sasa
I'm always behind the scenes.
Right.
So So
yeah,
she,
you said you couldn't breastfeed for obvious reasons.
yes, for obvious reasons. Men have very
Wow.
useless need. So I would have to find a way to give this boy milk, like the processed milk,
Yeah.
juice, water, and all those things. And I used to have a house help, but then she got a boyfriend, and you know how that story usually ends.
Oh no.
So I was like, because I would be at work, but I can't concentrate because I'm not sure that girl is even in the house with my boy.
Right.
Yeah, she was smitten. Like she would disappear. 3 minutes you are calling, she's not there. So I wondered, if I'm not here, what usually happens? I decided, you know what? I'll live without a house help. I'll quit my job, start my own things on the side. Then now at least I can control my schedule as I raise the kid. Yeah.
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 Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now Milan, your son is 5 years old.
Yeah, it's 12 days to his birthday. How cool is that?
Happy birthday, Milan. Oh my God, this is very interesting because Abel has raised a daughter as a single dad from the age of 7 to 34. We all know her, Ruth Matete.
Yeah, man.
We had her on the show a
Yeah,
couple
we
of weeks
did.
ago, and she was amazing. We all loved her story, and now we've had it from the horse's mouth, if I may say. Yeah, the man behind the military woman. But Hillary, maybe you can tell us how different it's been for you, because you're the mother of your child, yeah, decides at 6 months old baby. At Hajanza, the weaning process hadn't started. It actually starts at 6 months, yeah?
Yeah.
How did you feel? Do you have any resentments towards her? Like, you actually decided to choose your career over raising your own son. Do you have any resentments towards her? Is she still like very in your son's life?
Like I said, we didn't separate.
Okay.
It was a family agreement.
Okay.
It's a job she really wanted, even
Yeah.
before I got married to her.
Uh-huh.
So when it came, I decided, sometimes just give your wife what she wants. It makes you have a happy wife. The moment you have an unhappy wife, the whole family will be unhappy.
Right.
So I didn't really see it as a bad thing,
Mm.
because she really wanted, it's the one thing I would have given her to just make her feel happy.
Yeah.
So I told her, you do this, you go, I'll raise this kid. He's my kid anyway. So
You might
It's
as
not
well do
like,
the
yeah.
big-
yeah, it's not like, and I happened to have been in the delivery room when he was born, so I saw him when he was like minutes old.
Right.
Yeah, so I have done diapers since the kid was,
From the get-go.
yeah.
I have to ask you about that choice of being in the delivery room, because I don't know, some people tell women, please do not have that father in the delivery room, because they're going to see things that no man should see. But other couples make a decision and they're like, no, we were in this together, this is our child, and therefore I think you should be there when the child, comes into this world. So was that something that you guys actively discussed? Is it something that you always knew that you wanted to do? And would you encourage, I think is the word I'd use, other men to do it? Or you just like, imagine it's okay, just wait outside, all is well. Mtoto bado tutaletewa. Yeah. So maybe some come the next day.
Okay, first, it's a decision it was a promise I made to her, that the day you go to
Oh.
give birth, I would
You'll be
accompany
there.
you.
Uh-huh.
Reason 2 was, I heard of cases of people mistreating the woman who's giving birth because she's there and she has nurses and doctors. Some people are just generally not good. But you would not mistreat someone's wife when he's there.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
because
true.
things will go down in that delivery room.
Yeah.
So I decided to just be there, give her support, make sure she's treated the best way possible.
Okay.
Then it was also life-changing for me, because I now see women as like stronger than I ever thought.
Superheroes.
Yeah, it's not easy in that side of town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine being in her shoes.
yeah, it's not easy. That's what I say. Yeah, yeah.
You'll say that.
And then, there is this thing that we were watching just now, the word on the street, and there's this lady. First of all, it's coming from a lady saying that, oh, nowadays things are very easy. We have the internet, so guess what? Even men can do it. They can raise the babies. All they have to do is Google how to change a diaper.
No.
Seriously, coming from a woman, you as a woman, have you ever used the internet to learn how to change a diaper, first of all, so that they can start? You know, it doesn't make sense. Maybe you could tell us how hard it is, because I feel like it's not yet hitting people.
First of all, Abel was listening to that and he was like on fire. He
Yeah,
was like,
he
"Let me
was
come
like,
back
"What
from
are
the
you
break
saying?"
now.
Yeah.
I have some things to say."
Because again, you know, being a man, there is a guy who said, being a man, first of all, they're not used to being around in the house. And I was for the idea they're hardly ever in that house unless they're coming to sleep, yeah? And then now you have to be in the house, you have to know what the kid is gonna eat, what uniform to wear on Monday. Kwanza shule za squeezy, there's like 7 different uniforms
Hey,
every other single day,
Yeah.
you know. If there's a trip, it's a particular trip, it's a different kind of uniform, you know. So this is a man who has to learn all that, has to learn how to change a diaper, has to learn what food to feed a baby at 6 months old. Come on, just break it down to us.
If that were possible, then that would mean if you're far away from your child and this is a crisis, you just, if they are able to use internet, you just call them and tell them, hey, look, Google.
Yeah.
I can't be there right now, but that's
Yeah.
not possible.
Yeah.
True.
Internet parenting is just practically not possible. It is your own experience.
Yeah.
It's the way you make it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot tell your child, okay, just mom, just or baba, ngoja kidogo, let me just
Open
find
YouTube.
sometime YouTube nione, and then you checking your phone and then doing stuff, checking your phone and doing stuff. No, that's very comic. I should
Yeah,
say. It's
yeah.
not possible.
I tried going that direction, but I didn't do YouTube.
You see?
Okay.
I went to Kilimani Moms. I was told Kilimani Moms has mothers
Yes.
going by the name.
Mm-hmm.
So these
And people
women,
ask for advice on
Yes.
that forum. Yeah.
but of course I was not told it's only a woman's only group. So when I went there, I was the only man among there are hundreds of thousands of women in that group. And for some reasons, Kenyans on the internet are just bitter. I don't know why Kenyans are usually very annoyed online. So you type a very basic question, then you don't get answers. You get insults. You get bitterness. Then I learned every kid is different. So what works for my kid will not necessarily work for your kid.
That's
Like
true.
there are things my kid hates, and there are things he loves, and I'm like, okay. Like if you put 2 kids together, like he hates porridge for some reason. You give him porridge, his day is just spoiled. And you know there are kids who've grown up on porridge and they're okay.
They love it.
Me
they're
right here.
happy.
I know.
I'm a kid on porridge.
Now I'm
Yeah.
the kid that hates porridge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, so
yeah,
so if I tell you,
And people think we're
make porridge.
sisters, so that
Oh.
should show you that.
Even
not
twins,
close.
even twins usually don't have
Don't
everything.
The
Yes,
same.
yes,
That's
yeah.
true.
So if I tell you, make porridge, add blue band, add a bit of this, and your kid hates porridge, have I really helped you? I haven't helped
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh
you.
my.
So you cannot parent through the internet.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
And again, that thing of it's an African mentality. And
Yeah.
Maybe I'm here to travel. I've seen it a lot where we've accepted that nyumba ni ya mwanamke. No, like if you want to bring a function to your house, you have to ask your wife. Maybe it's that thing for happy wife, happy home. I don't know. But again, it's believed that it's the woman who takes care of the home. It's the woman who is always in the house. And men can do whatever. You can take trips. You can go chill with your boys. It's soccer season. You have to go watch football and whatnot. Do you sometimes feel like you're missing out on this boy life, man's life?
Where were you in your teens to have this boy life? When you become a father, you have to accept you've become a father.
Yeah.
It's now time to learn your kid.
Yeah.
Number 2, I happened to grow up in a family where my dad was away and I grew up with my mom. So
Right.
yes.
Okay.
So there are bits of that father-son connection I missed along the way.
Okay.
And I decided I will not do the same when I have my own
Oh,
kid.
that's so beautiful.
So I changed the course of things because
of your own experience.
Yeah.
my dad died without me knowing his favorite color. Like, it's
Oh,
that
no.
bad.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Sorry
that's
about that.
spending
Yeah.
time together.
Yeah,
you
because we
don't-
didn't really spend that time when I was growing up with him.
Mm.
So I was not going to continue that trend with my own child.
Okay.
I wanted things to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your experience?
I've been very close. That's like I said, I always brag. I've been very
Yeah.
close to my daughter. And we've actually been best friends all through, even up to date. there were those moments. I think maybe now I would still think I am the same. Maybe not because she's dating. She's really in love with another guy there.
Yeah.
So I'm sure right now she's telling him almost everything. But before then,
You are the.
before then, every time there was a breaking news, I was the first person, and I was really sure I was the first person. We would wait to get home and share mushene, the mushene time.
Yes.
And so that
So
this
you
guy.
didn't feel like you were missing out.
No, I wasn't missing
this.
out. This guy at me, but you see the English on the text message, Dad, we read that. Then I would read and like, then what do I do about this? Okay, just ignore him or reply him or just something, tell him off. That kind of relationship.
Yeah.
She wouldn't fear telling me anything because I was really close to her. She would not. She didn't miss any part of me being close to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's my experience. If you have a if you have a good relationship with your dad or a good relationship with your brother or your uncle, they are the best advisors when it comes to those romantic relationships.
Because they know what they normally do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who tell you the honest truth. Like, they'll be like, let me tell you, this is what's happening here, my friend.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
they're like, I have nothing to gain from this. I just want you to be treated right. So
True.
that's
But-
nice.
And
that you guys
again,
had
maybe, I mean, the fact that you've raised Ruth 7 to 34, maybe if you really want to chill with your boys, there is time now because
Yeah.
now she has her life and you can finally get back to watching soccer. Imagine soccer
I
bado
know.
haijaenda mali.
I know.
7 to 34.
Exactly.
Same,
It's
same,
still
bado
there,
iko.
yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, there are days we go like previously we would not even go a day without talking to each other. Nowadays a week just goes by.
and you're
Dad,
like, yeah.
What's happening? Women, this nowadays. No. I'm there. I'm cool. You're okay. Yeah. If you're okay, I'm also okay. Good.
Yeah.
And life continues. Yeah.
And maybe Hilary, you can tell us your experience, especially because for you now you're raising a boy, yeah? Making him understand, because we had talked about this, but we just want to understand your experience, yeah? Making him understand that, first of all, what you see with other kids, them having both parents and whatever, and letting him understand that your mom is actually not here because she is somewhere working, catching her dreams. Is that like a difficult conversation to have with him?
I happen to have a very bright boy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you don't say.
Amen. Amen.
So when he was still very young and learning to speak,
Uh-huh.
I always told him, Mom is at this place, she's working.
Mm-hmm.
Then I worked on us getting the resident permits to that country.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So when they close, the first thing I do is take him to the mom.
That's
For the
nice.
whole-
That's
yeah.
really nice,
Yeah.
yeah.
For the whole month they are home,
Yeah.
he spends with the mom.
Very nice.
When the mom has time, she also visits us.
Yeah.
So he knows there are days we go to see mom,
Mm-hmm.
there are days mom comes. So it's not really been difficult
Yeah.
for us. Yeah.
That's fun as well. He's gonna grow up so traveled and exposed.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
So you don't call yourself a single dad?
No.
That's why I say
He
that.
just has a
No, no,
unique, yeah,
yeah,
it's not a single
unique-
dad. He
you're
just
a
has
unique dad.
unique situation.
Yeah.
Unique is even better, actually.
Yeah. You prefer it.
Yes.
Your son is quite young, obviously. He's just 5 years old.
Turning
but
5.
Turning 5 years old
Yeah.
in 12 days. But there's a lot that we've been seeing in our society when it comes to differences in gender and how men and women treat each other and how there's all these issues we've had, of course, unfortunately, so much like femicide, like now in Kenya, there's stories coming out every day. And a lot of, we've actually had quite a few event psychologists come on the show, and a lot of people say there's a lot that happens when you're growing up that's really important about how you understand gender roles and how you treat other human beings. And you can talk about this as well because obviously Ruth is a lot older, but is there something you see as very important to teach your son from this young age so he understands, women are important and men are important and everybody should be treated, accordingly, and no matter whatever you're told out there when you go, because I think usually it comes from out there, like the way we were saying, wanaume ni kujivumilia, then it doesn't mean that then you have to treat somebody else, badly. Is it a conversation you've had at such a young age, or is it something that, I don't know,
You
maybe
hope
will
to
come much
have?
later?
First, I believe kids watch better than they listen.
Uh-huh.
So it depends on how you as a father or as a parent treats the people around you. I could tell you, respect people, but if I go around, just messing other people, the kid will be confused like, okay, so do I listen to what you say or do I do what I see you do? So you'd rather just keep quiet and do the right thing.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, the kid will watch those things, and you wouldn't have to actually sit him down and tell him, now, you need to respect people.
Yeah.
If you go out and say hi to people, you realize the kid starts saying hello to people. You don't have to tell him, salimia watu.
Yeah.
You get? You know, most of us grew up where you would work and you're told, salimia watu. So it becomes sort of a forced thing rather than it being in your system. But if you're always going out and saying hi to people, hi, how are you doing? The kid will start saying hi to people because he sees dad doing this so effortlessly. So that's the way you should do these things. Same way, if you want your kid to respect women yourself. Do not mistreat a woman anywhere.
Yeah.
If you do that, you realize the kid also starts realizing, okay, so this is how things are done. You cannot win by having a conversation, actually. Just do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like they both have set really good precedents for the same. You know, him letting the wife come first and letting her go and, you
True.
know, progress in her career. I mean, when Milan sees that growing up, be like, my wife comes first. Yeah, you're raising a hero. Of course, Ruth Matete is already there. We all know her.
Yeah.
She's such a hero in this community. A heroine, rather.
True. Sorry, guys.
Aduna Nyongwa.
Imagine. As in,
No, I think just,
Anyway.
if I have to echo his sentiments, he said exactly what I would have said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Copy
Just
and
do
paste.
it.
As in, yeah, it's as in children learn by observing, not by hearing. Yeah.
Which is true.
That's why Ruth, at some point, she almost became a boy.
Yeah.
Because she saw everything I was
She
doing.
was such a
Until I had
tomboy.
to take another task of trying to correct her. Walk back and rudi utembee kama msichana ukirudi. Yeah, so I had to go all through that.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh, this is amazing. Guys, we're having such a great conversation. We're going to take a tiny short break. But before we do, I want to remind you, talk to us on social media. We're going to be reading some of your tweets really, really soon. So tweet us using the hashtag KTN Life and Style. We'll be right back after this break.